Hello there. And this week on our month of ritual, I am going to be talking about creating moon water. And we are right here at the full moon. So this is something that you can easily do using whatever you have at home. Like this isn't something you need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff for. So the night of the full moon, have an intention. Like I like to sometimes, I mean, you could if you wanted to, and I've done this before. I've made, especially when there's like a very powerful moon, usually my Aquarius full moon, I'll make multiple types of moon water. And so, I'll get a jar, four different jars. One is like prosperity, one is health, one is whatever your intention is. But if you want to just keep it simple, get one jar, glass. I like to use glass with a lid, because if you leave water out, sometimes like bugs can go in there, moths. I've had moths end up in my water when I don't have like some sort of lid on it, or if you're just using like a bowl because that's what you have, like put some clear something over it, so bugs don't land in it, especially if you're going to do water that you're going to end up drinking. Like if I do a health water for my body, health, like I won't put anything in it. Like I don't, maybe I'll put a crystal or two, but I'm not going to put like, oils or incense or like, any other herbs, anything like that. Like I'm just going to drink the water. So it's very pure, clean water with maybe a couple crystals. But dress up your water however you want to use it. If you could use the water to clean your house, you can use it in a house blessing. You can use it to literally clean the floors. One thing I like to do is like put in oils of peace or money, if you're wanting to like bring in money, and make that moon water, and then use that water to literally instill it into your home as you're clearing the old dust and the old energy. You're instilling it with this magic, and basically all that moon water is water that sits under the light of the moon. It's so easy. I like to put a lot of intention into it, right? So that's that, I put Reiki into it. So if you do any form of energy work, you can hold the water. I like to hold it to my heart and just like visualize, what I want, the health, the money, the whatever it is, right? And just like hold it to my heart and really like sink in with it. Also like bringing in the energy and the emotion of that thing already happening, and like feeling it in my heart, and then blowing it, right? Blowing it into the water. I always use all the elements, right? The elements are a very big thing in my practice spiritually, also just in life, right? Like these elements are free for us to use, and they are all around you, So I like to bring those into my water as well. So, water is the water, and then putting the crystal in, that's earth, right? The crystals are of the earth, and the air, blowing the intention into the water, and then fire. Like I'll have a full moon candle, whatever my intention is, have a candle for that. Maybe burning on top of the water, as it's bringing in spirit, right? The universe, the moon, the energy of that moon coming into the water. So have fun with it. Put different herbs in that call to you, or you can look at different books. Like Cunningham has a really great book on herbs and like what what they bring in, also like their planetary aspects. Like he goes way into it. So like look up his herb book, Cunningham. It's a great one. But there's other stuff other ones you can use if you're called to those as well. But have it be as simple or as fun and creative as you'd like. I've been doing more simple these days, just because life's a lot. So the more simple we can make the rituals and the things that we do for manifestation, for healing, for even just like making water of gratitude. Like I've done that in a month that I was very didn't have a lot to be grateful for, like if it's a month where you had like a big loss, or somewhere, a month where you're just not feeling great, making full moon gratitude water is almost like kickstarting, like jump starting a heart after it's just like, oh, I have nothing to be grateful for. But you have to sit there with the water and be grateful for something. It could be just, I'm grateful my cat just walked by and he looks really cute. I'm grateful for that butterfly I saw like out the window, like just the smallest little things that you can, drum up and make that gratitude water and drink it. I will usually drink gratitude water because I'm drinking more and more of that moon energy and more of that Reiki that I put into it, and more of that gratitude. And as we focus on that gratitude, more things in our life come around us that allow us to be grateful, right? I hope you have enjoyed this month of talking about all the small rituals. I made sure to keep everything pretty, using stuff that you can find in your house, and, not making it super hard. I mean, like I said, I've done lots of study in the last 37 years of how to do huge rituals, like using all kinds of things and doing it for people, and doing public ritual at different points of my life too, all the way down to, like I said, opening my window and just letting the sun come through a crystal and saying that the magic is happening. Like, choose your adventure with that. Like, it could be super simple. You can also go really out if you want to. But I am also super excited, speaking of ritual, to just birth out into this world ritual as medicine. And you can check it on the link. It's everything that I've ever offered in the Healing Woods drilled down into 5 weeks of different aspects of transformation, of subconscious, conscious, energetic. You're going to leave with a plan. It's not just like, oh, as woo-woo as I've always been, and I have. I'm a triple Aquarius. I used to create Ouija boards out of the backs of Monopoly boards, and I brought it into school and would teach people how to use a Ouija board, when I was like 11. So there's that aspect of me, but there's also this aspect of like, okay, I've run the gamut. I've learned from all different types of spirit, Buddhism, Hinduism, like I've Kabbalah, all of it, right? Like I've been a student of many different things. And I always bring in what makes sense, what can a person easily do that they don't have to spend 20 years of study to create change and transformation in their lives, because we all deserve that, no matter how many books we've read, or if we're just starting, on this path like yesterday, right? We all deserve change. We all deserve to get the things that we want. And so that is what ritual as medicine is. It's about using these rituals, using these healing modalities to create the change, loosen yourself up from the past so you can really actually just walk into the future that you want. And we do a ritual at the end. It's so beautiful. So I'm excited to have this be live out into the world. You can read more about it on the link. And if you want to just get on a phone call with me and talk about it and let me know what your intention is, and if I think that ritual as medicine can help you with it, I'd be happy to do that. There will be a link for that as well. All right, you guys, have an amazing full moon. Have fun with that water. And I will see you guys next month.